Good afternoon, my dear students. Last class we have seen digestion in human beings. So today once again we will see in general and then we will see each part in detail. Okay. So first of all, when we are eating food through the mouth, first of all digestion will start inside the buccal cavity, that is known as the mouth. So both side of the neck we can see salivary gland which will produce saliva. Okay. Then after that food will pass through a pipe-like structure that is known as the esophagus. Okay. Then the food will reach in the stomach. A J-shaped structure that is known as the stomach. That detail we will see later. Okay. In near to that you can see two glands. One is the liver and one is pancreas. Then through this food will come. Then from the stomach the food will go through the small intestine. Okay. Then digestion, reabsorption take place, and then unwanted food, that the waste food will go through the large intestine, and finally the waste materials will be eliminated from the body through the rectum and it will come out through the anus. So now we have seen in general the alimentary canal in human beings. So one by one we will see it in detail. Okay. So the first part in the digestive system in human beings is mouth, right? We are taking the food through the mouth. So the process of taking food is known as the ingestion, okay? So let's see what is it. The process of taking food into the body is called egestion, okay? Not injection, egestion, okay? So learn the spellings properly. The process of taking food into the body is called egestion. Okay, there are four types of teeth we can see. If you see your teeth in human beings, there are four types we can see. The first of all, in the front portion you can see incisors. That is for cutting. Cutting means suppose when you are eating apple, from how you will cut it from the using the front teeth, right? That is where that type of teeth is known as the incisors. Okay. Then when you are cutting hard parts or hard object, which teeth you will use? This pointed teeth, right? That is known as the canines. And below to that we can see premolars and molars. Okay, behind that canines we can see premolars and molars which help in the chewing of the food. So if you just check it in your mouth, okay. So first one, when I am telling, just check it. So first one, when you are smiling and all, which teeth is seeing first? That is the incisors. Okay. Below to that, behind that you can see some pointed teeth. That is known as the canines to cut the hard parts in the food. And below to that, behind that you can see premolars, and last you can see molars. So let's see once again. So there are four type of teeth are there. So first one is incisor. So that is for the cutting and biting. Incisors that usually we will see. Usually not. We can see in the front part of our mouth. The next one is canines. Canines for piercing and tearing. Piercing means to cut it. Hard parts to cut it. Okay. Next one is known as the premolars. Behind the canines we can see premolars and molars. Chewing and grinding. For chewing and grinding the food, we are using these teeth, premolars and molars. So once again I will tell four types of teeth are the incisors for cutting and biting, canines for piercing and tearing, and premolars and molars in chewing and grinding. So with the help of, when we are eating the food will be nicely grinded, mixed with the saliva which is produced by the salivary gland, and also tongue also will help. Okay, so with the help of teeth and with including saliva, the food will mix nicely, and first step in digestion take place inside the mouth. Okay, then the food will go to next part. So you have to keep in mind these four type of teeth seen inside the mouth. Another two types which seen inside our mouth, like babies and all, we can see milk teeth from birth till 5, 6 till 8 years. You can see teeth, that is known as the milk teeth. After then 6 to 12 years, that milk teeth will go and next set of teeth will come. That is known as the permanent teeth. Okay, so I already said to you what is milk teeth and permanent teeth. So from the infancy, maybe 1 year, little small teeth will come. Till 6 years, 5 to 6 years, it will start to go from the mouth, right? That type of teeth is known as the milk teeth, first teeth. Okay, after once the milk teeth is gone, then next set of teeth will come. That is known as the permanent teeth. Okay, that happens after once, usually from 8 years onwards, the permanent teeth will come. Okay, so it will, if once this permanent teeth is gone, again it will not come. So you should take care. After that, if once permanent teeth come, after that you have to take care. If it is gone, again it will not come. So I will show you one milk teeth and one permanent teeth. Okay, now I will show milk teeth. This is my daughter Joanne. She is 6 years old. I will show you milk teeth. Joanne, open your mouth. Just open it. Open. These are incisors. You can see incisors, right? These are canines. So this is milk teeth. No teeth gone till now. She is 6 years. So maybe now onwards it will start to go. So this is milk teeth. After that, after maybe 2 or 3 months, after that one teeth will go. So it will become permanent. Okay. Now I will show you. You can go. Now I will show you permanent teeth. Okay. This is my daughter Hannah. She is 11 years old. So she got, and I just open the mouth. Now you can see permanent teeth. This first center, you can see, that are incisors. That milk teeth gone and she got permanent teeth. Okay, so you can see here one teeth gone and new one is coming. These all are permanent teeth. So your age only. So this time you should take care. Otherwise, if while playing and all, if it is gone, again it will be difficult to come back. So these are permanent teeth. Okay, you got the difference between milk teeth and permanent teeth. Thank you, Hannah. Have you ever heard about tooth decay, or anytime did you got any pain in your teeth and some brown color inside the inside the tooth or some cavities like that? So now we will discuss about tooth decay. What is tooth decay? On the teeth there are some bacteria are there. Some bacteria are harmless, but some bacteria it is little harmful. Okay, what when we are eating more chocolates or sweet contained foods, what will, if we are not brushing it properly, what will happen? This bacteria will break these sugars and it will release some acid. If you are cleaning, if you are regularly brushing your teeth 2 times a day, that will go, that acid will go. But if you are not cleaning it properly, these acids will be accumulated on the teeth. Okay, so this will cause some pores. Pores means some holes and decay on your tooth. Okay, that is known as the tooth decay. So what you have to do, you have to clean your teeth properly. Okay, if you are eating chocolates or any sweet containing or any food, don't leave that food particle to sit inside the or outside the teeth. If it is there, this bacteria will break the glucose and it will release the acid. The acids, what is that? It will destroy the teeth. Okay, so this is known as the tooth decay. So what you have to do, you should clean after one, if possible, just clean the teeth. Clean your mouth with water. So morning and also before going to bed, wash your teeth properly and make sure that these food particles are not accumulating on your teeth. Otherwise, this will lead to pain on the teeth or so many other problems will happen and it will leads to teeth decay. Okay, I hope it is clear to you. So now we will see the effect of saliva on starch. So what is starch? The food, whatever food we are eating, like whatever, maybe chapati, rice, that contains starch, glucose. Okay, so effect of saliva on starch. I told you when we are eating food, the food will be mixed with saliva. So how it is happening, what is the function of saliva on starch. So for that we are taking two test tube. Okay, in one test tube we are taking boiled rice. That is a normal boiled rice and water. In another test tube we are taking little rice and we are chewing it inside your mouth. We are chewing it and you are taking it in the test tube. Okay, these are the boiled and chewed rice. Chewed means we will just chew it. That rice we will chew it and it will mix with the saliva and we will take it in a test tube. Okay, this is without chewing. A simple boiled rice and water. Okay, this is boiled rice and chewed rice and water. Okay, after that, last class we have seen iodine solution, the test for starch in leaves. Okay, that same solution, iodine solution, is actually little golden yellow in color, yellow solution. Okay, that one we are adding to the test tube drop by drop. So here you think which color will come here and which color will come here. You can see when we are adding iodine solution, we can see dark blue color because of the presence of starch. Okay, dark blue color we can see here. Dark blue color we can see here. But we cannot see dark blue color here. We can see only some golden yellow color, which is the color of iodine. Okay, why we are not getting this dark blue color? Because this starch already digested by the saliva present in the, already we have taken the boiled chew rice. Okay, so what is happening? The starch already digested by the saliva. So we will not get this dark blue color. We can get only yellow, golden yellow color of iodine. Okay, so by this experiment we can interfere that saliva can, the effect of saliva on starch. Saliva can digest starch. I hope it is clear to you. Another important part is tongue. Tongue is a muscular organ which attached inside the mouth. So while we are chewing, tongue also plays an important role at the time of mixing the food with saliva. So when we are eating different types of food, the tongue contains taste buds. Okay, we can recognize when we are eating sweet, we can recognize it is sweet, right? Or a salt or sour, that all taste we can recognize because taste buds are there on the tongue. The taste bud will sense it and it will send the message to the brain. The brain will recognize and then we can understand which taste is that. So tongue also plays an important role in the digestion inside the mouth. Okay, so what all parts we have seen? So mouth contain, when we are eating food, first digestion take place inside the mouth. The food will be chewed nicely with the help of the teeth and by mixing the saliva which is produced by the salivary gland. So after that, this food will go to the, when we swallow it, it will go to the next part, that is known as the esophagus or food pipe. So now we will see that part. Okay.